basically on the last video I was talking about nepotism, and just a brief synopsis. Nepotism is basically putting your family on, your people on to like opportunities and different jobs, and it's talking about the importance of that. And personally, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. So, and on the back end of that, I was talking about school. So I want to tell y'all about my career in school. Straight out of high school, I went to college. Now, I was not exactly sure what I wanted to do in school. I just knew that I wanted to be in the art field because I'm an artist. I paint, draw, sketch, I do photography, I do graphic design. I pretty much anything you can think of, that is what I do. That's what I enjoy doing. I just like being creative. I also make videos. So, straight out of high school, I went to college that fall. When I first started, I was very unsure of what to expect. I figured it was going to be somewhat just like high school, just like more adults, less teachers all in your face and, trying to require you to come to school. If you don't come, then that's it. That's all. They're not going to hunt you down. They're not going to, I don't think, contact your advisor. They just kind of like let the school know that you've been coming in, and eventually be dropped from class. I always went to school. I did not do the best. I'll tell you that right now. I just got my transcript because I will be going to school pretty soon for a different kind of program other than art. So I'll tell you guys about that later. But for right now, let me see if I can find my GPA on here. I could not find my GPA on here. Okay, that's fine. So I think hold on, I'm trying to find my GPA. I'm gonna have to go in and get it. In my like email and stuff and get it. I don't feel like doing all that. Anywho, I finished school with 30 credits after a year and a half. So 3 semesters. And algebra, I got a C. History of Art 1, I got a C. English composition, I got a C. What is this? Graphic design, I got a D. Fine arts and drawing, I got a B. English comp 2, B. What is this? Help Tech, B. Fine arts drawing 2, D. Intro to Psych 3, B. And Intro to Psych 1, I got a D. So, I want to tell you guys this right now. Certain classes that you're going to take, in my opinion, aren't exactly fair. Now, with me saying that I'm an artist and I do all these artistic things, you would think that I would have did a lot better in specifically my fine arts drawing class, which I got a D. How is what I'm still trying to figure out. I will also say art is very subjective, and just because I look at something artistically one way does not mean that a professor or you yourself is going to look at it the same way, which means, to me, I can't say how they're grading their scale, but to me, if you look at something that I do and you don't feel like it's worth this, you're going to grade it as such. So, I ain't going to say I got played, but I can't say I didn't get played. I can't say that I didn't get played. That's all I'm going to say. Graphic design, I do remember that class. I didn't do too well, but I don't think I should have got a D. Not going to lie. Could be wrong because I did learn a lot. I've done so many logos for different people, and that's after I quit school. So I can't say like what I learned after college should apply to what I did during college because, different time periods, and I did learn more after school than I did during school. My mindset and the way I actually saw graphic design was completely different. Like I was thrown by the idea, like, how am I supposed, like, how is this making sense? But if you've never made a logo, or you've never done like any type of graphic design is basically like you layering a picture on top of a picture to, or like a what's it called, like a, what's it called, sometimes you're gonna layer a picture on top of a picture. So picture on top of a picture, and in order to make this X, you just want like to have like the outline of it. An image would be inside of an image sometimes, or sometimes you would have like pinpoints, so it would be just like you drawing it, and you can use like a little pen. I'm trying to explain it, I can't really explain it, but if you know, you know. All right, just look it up. So with that, it took me some time to kind of like grasp the idea of that. And sometimes it takes you not doing so well in a class, and you kind of like stopping and kind of like revisiting that idea for it to make sense. You're not always going to grasp an idea. At least I didn't. English did very well, except for that C. I'm not sure what I got a C for, but I ended up getting to be in my English comp too, so that makes up for it. It was some other classes that I took. Specifically, one was, what is that class? It wasn't speech, public speaking. I don't even think I went in and took the exam. That's how bad. And that is how bad. I knew I was already gonna fail. So I'm like, bruh, I'm not about to come in here and what, fail extra hard. Like, I'm about to waste my time with this. I'm pretty sure I didn't even go in and take the exam, because it's like, for what? Can't fail twice. I'm already gonna get an F, so you know, whatever. But I mean, it wasn't easy, especially like for me. I'm not a very talkative kind of person, so I get tired of talking, for one, and two, I'm just not like a talky kind of person. It's just not my thing. But I can talk, because you know, I'm making a video right now, so I can talk. I just don't always want to do it. Especially back then, I was like really super not talky. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, when it comes to school, find something that you like doing, that you want to do. Sometimes you may get professors that you kind of don't really mix well with. I think a couple of my teachers, even though I was like really quiet, it just wasn't. So yeah. At least try, study, at least the least you can do is study, make an effort. Some of these classes, I mean, and I also say this too, if you have an advisor, stay on your advisor. When I was in school, I actually was in the wrong classes, because I was in the wrong major, and I tried to reach out to my academic advisor, and I could never get in touch with her. I could never meet with her, because she's like, oh, this person's your advisor. And I spoke to that person. She's like, oh, no, she's your advisor. And I'm like, okay, so who's my advisor? Like, I don't give a good goddamn who it is. I just need to speak to somebody. And the person that kept, and between the two people, the one that kept saying she wasn't my advisor, she was my advisor. She was assigned to me, and she just kept putting me off on somebody else. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to graduate. I don't give a fuck about, figure it out. Please figure it out. Like, I need you to really do your job, because I'm new here. I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know, like, if I need to speak to somebody to get in touch with another advisor, I can't just keep coming to advisors to try to, like, so what I ended up doing, like, I picked somebody that was in the office, like, she was really helpful, and I'm like, okay, well, she's not helpful, so I'm coming to you. So she ended up being my advisor. I don't remember her name. She was really nice though, really nice lady. And she ended up being my teacher later too, so I'm like, that works out. So shout out to her. But yeah, I mean, school is cool. And that's the other thing. I wish that I had went, I wish that I had went to a smaller college, which would be the University of Cincinnati. No, sorry. Cincinnati State? Yeah, Cincinnati State Community College. A lot of people give community college flack. They look at it as being, you know what? I'm gonna make this a separate video because I can already tell this about to be dumb long. So hopefully what I said about college helps. I'm gonna make a part 2 eventually. That's just kind of like a quick synopsis of my experience, and I will tell y'all more about why I quit, why I actually quit school too. So that's gonna be another part. So y'all take care. Y'all be easy.